Deep breath. That's what I was
This is my audience.
Nice big deep breath every time. Helps you out.
Returning to school as an older adult. So, picture this. You walk into the classroom and you for the first time in over 20 years and you're the oldest adult in there. Scary, right? I know from firsthand experience because I am an older adult who made the decision to go back to school and continue my education. By the time I complete my degree, I will be 51 years of age. Most adults are afraid to return to school due to the fact that they worry about their financial ability, personal issues, and if they can perform academically. But more older adults are increasingly making their return, and you can too. First, I would like to speak with you about the reasons that prevent older people from continuing their education. Secondly, we will discuss the growing number of the older population that is returning to college for their education. And finally, we will talk about the older generation on how they can move forward and they can return to school. So let us explore the apprehension first. There are a few reasons that an older adult would not make the decision to return to college. A study suggests that older adults experience greater difficulty than young adults when learning to use technologies, per Bernard Bradley Hodgen and Lloyd of 2013. Technology can be very intimidating if you are not familiar with it. Some may feel as if they are too old to go back to school or cannot afford it. Making the decision to go back to school as an adult can be intimidating, especially if you've been away for a long time. Per LeBlanc of 2024 stated, countless adults face similar concerns as you do when you're making big life decisions. It may seem as if you're too old to learn and may feel ashamed. But did you know, per Graham 2023, that 45 million adults, or about 20% of those aged 25 plus, have some college credits but no degree? They need support in order to meet their needs. Now that I've told you why the older population is deterring from continuing their education, let's talk about the reasons one may decide to return. Many adults who return to school earn their bachelor's degree and strive to accomplish it at an earlier age, but are unable to, according to the University of in 2025. As an older student, I returned because I could not afford the opportunity to go when I was a young adult. I was also a young mother. It was hard for me to balance my life, continue working, and being a single mom. Once my children were adults, I rushed at the opportunity. With the economy rising steadily, salary is also determined by your education, and exhausted in my low level position, I knew this was finally my chance to put myself first. Now let us delve into why there is an increasing number of older adults that took that leap of faith. The age rate of Americans 50 and older has been growing rapidly across college for a number of reasons, both personal and professional. After working for years at a normal job, these older adults are now catching up on improving their lives and taking advantage of their educational opportunities. Some have called the demographic a shift or a silver tsunami, according to SEER 2021. For some adults, perhaps this is their only real chance to focus on making up for the lost education that they have missed. This is the opportunity for them to have a better salary and job position. After raising kids or having young adults and taking the role as a homemaker, they are now ready for change. They are more enthusiastic than ever before. Life is more manageable, and you have learned to maneuver through a lot of inconvenient situations. Now that you are older, you not only have the opportunity and time, but through your life experiences, you are able to prioritize, execute, and complete. It takes a lot of courage to make that decision to return to school, but that will be the one decision that changes you for the rest of your life. Although people are hesitant to return to school after sitting out for so long, the benefits of returning are far greater than the missed opportunities. You are now having financial assistance through financial aid, Pell Grants, and even scholarships. Tutoring is offered and it's free. You even have the opportunity to go to school from the comfort of your own home. Do not let the stigma of returning to school be your acceptance speech. Instead, let your degree be your acceptance speech. Put your fears behind you, make that decision, and see how far you can go. You are never too old to learn. And like I always say, education is something that no one can ever take from you. Thank you.